As we approach the end of the school year, it's always a good idea to move files off of your local computer. The reason for this is that over the summer, it's very likely that your desktop computer in your room may get re-imaged, and that would mean it would erase everything that you have stored locally. So let's talk a little bit about how we identify those local files and how we move them to the cloud to keep them safe. So typically you're probably like me and you have some files stored on your desktop. That's the basic place to look for them, but there are a few other places. I'm going to go here to this PC, and you'll see that there are some other places you can go as well. If you go into Windows and then Users, you'll notice there's a list of everyone who's logged on to this machine. Now, you'll probably only see yourself. So I'm going to go into My Folder, and you'll notice there are a lot of different files here. I have some things in My Documents. I have some things in Downloads. So all these are files that will go away if this computer is re-imaged. So we want to back these up. And the best way to back these files up is to back them up into Google Drive. There are a couple different ways you can do this. You can drag files or you can upload them directly. I'm going to show you the drag method first. So let's start with these desktop files. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to open my Google Drive. And if I need to, I'm going to adjust the size of this window so that I can see the things that are on the desktop. At this point, it's a simple matter of clicking on the file, dragging it, and dropping it into my drive. That will start the upload process. If you like, you can do multiple files either by dragging a big circle around them or by holding down the Control key on your keyboard and clicking them one at a time to select multiple files. Once you have multiple files selected, you can click one of them and drag and drop into my drive. That will also start the upload process. You'll notice the icons. These are icons for Microsoft Office files, Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And that's the way these are being uploaded into Google Drive. This means that I can still download them as an Excel file or a PowerPoint or Word file, and they can be opened up in the corresponding Microsoft Office program. If I want, though, I can go look at these files directly. Let's go to Recent. That's where it'll be easiest to see them. And I can open this up as a Google Doc. So you'll notice when I double click on it, it's going to give me a preview. But I can say open with Google Docs. What that does is that actually makes a copy of the document. So it's opened up, it's in Google Docs. I can edit it, I can share it with other people. But if we look in our Google Drive, we'll now see that we have two example resume files. One has a Word icon, one has a Google Docs icon. This is telling us that one of them is the original Word file, which we can download at any time, but the other is now a copy of it that we can edit in Google Docs. So that's the basic way to drag files in. If I want to directly upload some files, I can. I'm going to show you how to do that. Remember we had some files in our documents. So I'm going to click New, and I'm going to say Folder or File Upload. We'll start with Folder Upload. Now you'll notice I've got folders here on my desktop, but I can also search. I can go to this PC, and just as we did before, I see my documents, my downloads. I'm going to go into Documents, and now I can upload this entire Documents folder at once. This will bring in all the subfolders with it, including all the files and subfolders in those. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I have the documents highlighted, and I'm going to say OK. And you'll notice it's uploading the whole documents folder along with all the files in it. You notice here they come. Now, I can go and look at one of these example files, but I can also go over here to my drive, and I can scroll down either here or here and find my documents folder. And you'll notice it has preserved that file structure from before of math lessons, teacher tools, etc. And within math lessons, I have my different weeks, and within teacher tools, I have resumes and so forth. So this is a great way to preserve your existing file structure if you have a lot of files stored on those computers in different folders. While you're at it, this is also a good time to upload things from your shared drives and your H drives. Remember, these are the network drives that exist at your school, but they're not up in the cloud. And you do that much the same way. So I'm going to click on my drive to make sure that everything goes in the right place. And I'm going to show you a different way to do it. I can go to this PC. And I can go down to one of these shared drives, either the shared drive or my H drive, which would appear right here if it was a teacher account. So I'm actually going to go into share, and look, there's Mr. Goodson's share stuff. And just to show you, you can grab an entire folder, drag it over, and upload it into Google Drive. And that will upload the folder, all its subfolders, and its content. You notice that one's done. So now if I scroll down through here, there's Mr. Goodson's shared drive. And you'll notice it kept my file structure. So I've got stuff and things. And then when I click on one of those subfolders, it will show me the files that were inside it. It's a good idea to go ahead and start clearing out your H drive and your share drives, simply because as time goes on, we're going to rely less and less on those local network drives and more on Google Drive and other cloud storage. So go ahead and move them while you can, and that way you won't have to worry about it in the future. So I hope this has given you some useful information about backing up your files to the cloud. Thank you.